Hello everyone, my name is Harsh, and as per the request I got from one of my course viewer, they requested me to create a video on Equatable. So in this video we are going to understand the importance of Equatable in context of block and Flutter. So first of all, what is Equatable? So if you just simply check here, Equatable simplifies equality comparisons. For example, let's say I create a class named person and I create a person named Bob. And if you just go down, and I check if Bob is equals to a new person named Bob. So let's assume both the persons are same, but two different objects are created. So if you simply use the comparison operator out there, you will see the result is false. The reason is quite simple. The internal value of both the persons will be same, but the object which is created is different. Now you might say it may be okay. What's the issue? The issue is, let's say I'm entering some data of the students or persons here, and I enter the same name person multiple times. So there is unnecessary data redundancy which is not required. So we can eliminate this with equatables. So how? So one way to do is a traditional way, that you override the equality operator for that particular class, and you can see the object which is the other type of object, and there is some comparisons going on here. If you don't understand this much, that's completely okay. All what this mean is, it will internally check if the values of the person name is same or not, and if the values are same, which means both the objects are same. As simple as that. So if we just override the double equals operator and the get hash code, you will see Bob is equals to the person Bob. So what Equatable does? It does nothing more than overriding this operator. And now how this is useful to us in context of block. So first you need to import this package. So simply Equatable, and I have also imported the Flutter Bloc, and I have already created a basic application. So let me give you a quick overview of it. So there is simply a main app, and inside this main app I am just moving to the home screen. And now if I move to the home screen, this is this screen. There is an app bar, there is a body, and inside this body I have question, do you like block or qubit, and I have an answer. And if you just go down, there is an elevated button to tap yes, and there is an elevated button to tap no. Now let's try to understand this qubit first. So simply here I have created a like qubit, and which have a like state. Now if I go to like state, there is nothing much. There is simply is true, which means whether you like block or qubit. Nothing much. Now inside this like qubit, I have just created a function to change answer, and I am taking a boolean and updating the state. And I have also overridden the onChange function to just print the debug logs. Now I have created the instance of this like qubit inside main using a block provider, and I am simply using inside my home. So when I write something like this block builder like qubit, it automatically finds it. And simply here I am reading the like qubit and changing the answer to true on tap of yes, and to false on tap of no. Now let's test this app. So I will just open my terminal and I will click on yes. So you will see I have also written a comment here, just to check if the UI rebuilds or not. So when I click on yes, the answer changes to yes and updated UI. When I click on no, the answer changes to false. So I have just used a condition, if true then yes or no, and if I click on yes, it works. Simple. Now instead of this like state, I want to print the actual value of this. So what I can do is, I can just go to my like state, and here I can override toString method. So simply toString, and here I can return that particular thing. So simply like state and is true. And if I press Ctrl save and I tap on yes, you will see it prints that true and false here. And if I tap no, it works. Now there is one issue. And what's that issue? If I tap on yes, you will see it's true. And if I again tap on yes, you will see it's true. And if I continuously keep tapping, you will see the state is continuously changing, as well as the UI is updating. Okay, so this is what we don't want. Let me just filter the UI tab and let me clear this one. And even if I click on no, okay, that's okay, no, 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 no. So in this case, you will see is the UI is continuously updating, even the values are same. Okay, so we can avoid this unnecessary rebuild using Equatable. So how do we do that? So simply we need to extend our current class with Equatable. So I can just do it like this, Equatable, and it is throwing me an error that you need to override one missing function, and which is properties. Now inside this properties we have to mention for whose property we should override the equal to operator. In our case there is only one, but in an actual state you can have multiple of those, so you need to mention those properties here. Okay, whose changes you want to listen for. So here I will just use is true, and it is suggesting me to add a const, and I will just restart the application. Okay, and I can just remove this filter for now, and simply if I tap on yes, you will see the state changes from true to false, and if I tap on no, it works. But now if I tap on no, you will see nothing is actually happening. Actually I'm tapping on this no continuously, but state is not updating. And if I tap on yes, it works. If I again tap, it is not rebuilding the UI. So with the help of Equatables, we can compare the values of object rather than just direct objects. So even if two objects are different and having the same value, Equatables will not rebuild the UI. Okay, so with this you can optimize your app and make it a little faster. Now let's say you don't want to do with these Equatables. So one way is you override the current equal to operator for this class, and which is actually quite a boilerplate code as you have seen in the documentation. Or there is one more way out there, so I will just show you. Before that I just want to comment this toString and show you one more property of Equatable. Now if I tap on yes, or if I just restart the application, and if I just tap on no, you will see even though I have commented this toString, the like state value is being shown. Okay, this is because Equatable internally overrides toString for us. So if we want to just avoid that, then when we can use stringify to false. In this case it will not override the toString for us. Now if I tap on anyone, let's say yes, like state, no, like state, and if you just make it true, yes, now it is showing the value. Now actually if you ask me, I don't use Equatables much. Okay, I use some common logic and it works for me. So for example, if I have to do this without Equatable, what could I have done? What I have done is I just keep it as it is. I will move to the home, and inside this block builder I will add a condition. So simply like build when, and here I get the previous state and the current state. So what I generally do is I will simply check it. If current is true is not equal to previous dot is true, which means if both the values are not equal, then only update the UI. So even if I have just commented the Equatables code and using a simple class, I can avoid these rebuilds. So you can see is the state is changing, but the UI is not updating. So with this, I hope you got a bit overview of what is Equatable and why it is important in our block concept. So Equatable overrides the comparison or double equals to operator and help us to reduce the number of rebuilds of UI as well as state changes. So that's it for this video. Thank you for watching and see you in any another one. Till then, bye bye.